If you're a coach, consultant, or well-being entrepreneur, grab free science-based content to grow your business by clicking the ebook link in the description below. Stories are what we tell ourselves about ourselves. For example, our story may be that we grew up poor and had to overcome many challenges to get where we are. Or we may have a story about a tragedy we faced as a child that makes us who we are today. Or our story may be that we have a happy, healthy family, even if everyone in the family is actually miserable. Although stories originate from actual experiences, they are made up of a mixture of beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. As our beliefs begin to change or dissolve, our stories can start to fall apart. We may start to realize that, yes, we did face a tragedy as a child, but our repeated thoughts about that tragedy are what's creating our suffering. Or we may realize that our story of a happy family keeps us from seeing how our family members are unhappy and stops us from actually helping them. Once we see our stories clearly, they begin to dissolve. In other words, we see that they are just self-made creations and not an accurate reflection of reality. It can be difficult to realize how our stories kept us locked in less than desirable patterns. But once we move through the pain of that realization, we understand that we no longer have to live our stories, and we become free from the rules that our stories create. Take a few minutes now to think about your stories. To locate your stories, ask yourself the following questions. What are the overarching themes of your life? What stories or experiences do you repeatedly tell others about? If you wrote a memoir, what would be the plot? Now, see if you can identify the beliefs, thoughts, and emotions that make up this story. Ask yourself, are these beliefs, thoughts, and emotions true? Is the story true? Or could someone with a different perspective argue that the story is actually something different? Now that you've identified your stories, ask yourself, how might you begin to let go of them? By exploring and deconstructing the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves, we begin to see that although our experiences are real, the stories we create about these experiences are made up. They're just in our minds, and they're our mind's way of making sense of the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and check out our free resources at berkeleywellbeing.com.